break that cycle though? Let's say we're in the position where everything that we do have coming in is already going out. Like, how do we get out of that cycle?
So what I do is, and I did this like my early 20s, and I created a habit. So I train myself, and again, I believe that everything starts with a mindset. So started to train myself that um, I could live off 80% of my income.
Oh wow.
So whatever it is, whatever my
Line for
income
line
is,
is really where you need to be. A platform that's really made for folks like you and me. You can find it all no matter what you seek. Whether you calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for line. Oh yeah, I'm going line for line.
Right. What is up, everyone? We are back in another very special episode of Line for Line. Very good man in the building. I have Mr. Kenny Harper in the building. Kenny, how you doing?
good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how you feeling on this Friday?
Man, I am feeling blessed and highly favored. Like one of my mentors would say, blessed and highly favored and feeling like $1,000,000.
Looking like $1,000,000 as well, too, sir.
Appreciate it.
Can you just tell us a little bit about what you've experienced this Friday today?
Well, today's been kind of interesting. A whole host of emotions with the verdict coming out, and just being I wouldn't say I'm a new business in the community anymore. I crossed that first year threshold, so I'm not really new anymore.
Mhm.
But just being in the community and understanding the vibe of what's going on, and just really feeling I can't even say it's tension, because last year it was tension. This
Yeah.
year is more of a disappointment and more of a urge to do better.
Mhm.
So just feeling that from the community and kind of just taking in what I'm seeing from everybody and the different opinions from everybody. It's been a lot today.
Yes, sir. Now, as we get started, can you just tell us a little bit about Kenny Harper and what he represents?
So first and foremost, I'm a dad. I became a business owner by what I call luck. I always wanted to be in control
Mhm.
and get away from the what I refer to as just over broke model. So I wanted to get away from a job, because if you notice, a job always gives you just enough to keep coming back. And
Mhm.
it's just like a drug addiction. The more they give you, the higher raise you get, the more you want to keep coming back.
Yeah.
And it's just like feeding a high. So I always wanted to have control and prove people wrong, and basically just do things when people told me I couldn't do them.
Oh my gosh.
So I was told once that I wasn't smart enough to manage a tax office
What?
at a retail company I worked for. So my response to it was, you know what, you're right. I'm smart enough to own the company.
Oh, let's go.
So I created my first tax company, Tax Prone to Go. I
Mhm.
literally went to people's homes, coffee shops, kitchen tables, Skype meetings before Zoom prior to the pandemic, and I did tax returns.
Oh wow.
10 years of doing that, I kind of wanted a way to supplement my income. Now, the whole time I kept my just over broke,
Mhm.
and I always played business. So I never really achieved what I wanted. And professionally, I started to feel that. So, I mean, I was in the medical field for 20 years, started off as a nursing assistant, ended up doing various jobs, including health unit coordinator and medical assistant,
Oh wow.
and really felt like at some point in time I was overqualified for the jobs that I was doing.
Oh wow.
Like I was really good at it, and not because I'm just tooting my own horn, but all of this stuff, I didn't go to school for medical assistant training. I got on the job training, learned how to do it on the job,
Mhm.
and really started to be good at it. But at the same time, I was professionally unfulfilled. And I went into I always had the tax business, but I went into insurance to supplement that income, to kind of give myself a way out.
Mhm.
So every time throughout the years, I always wanted to level up. And at first, in my early 20s, it was leveling up, thinking, oh, okay, I want to make more money than I made last year. And every year I kept saying, I want to make more money. I want to make more money. And then I would get those, when I became an adult, you get those Social Security statements that kind of show how much money you made. And I would wait for those statements to come in the mail and be like, oh, I did make more money than last year. Or, I look at my tax returns like, yeah, I did it. But then I got to a point when I got to be in my mid-20s and I'm like, okay, what did I learn different this year that I didn't know last year?
Yeah.
Or what could I do different that I didn't do last year? Like I mentioned before, I didn't even know how to check an email 22 years ago. It would take me 15 minutes to check a simple email.
Oh, wow.
And I would have other people checking my emails and things like that. And I didn't change until I got tired. When I got tired, it was like, okay. And I've always been that guy that does not want to be the smartest one in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be the smartest one in my circle. My dad always told me, if you feel like you're the brightest one in the circle, then you need a new circle. So fortunately, my business partner kind of stuck with me and wanted to, he was my best friend, still is my best friend of over 35 years. I believe. We lost count. We don't even keep track.
Don't even count anymore. Huh?
No, we don't keep track. But he kind of stuck with me. And basically from business to business, right now we own, I believe collectively we own 7 companies.
Wow.
But just starting out, he's like, dude, we gonna put this business together and I'm not doing it without you. So that kind of forced me into the hand of being in business. I kind of learned what I needed to learn. So long story short, after 20 plus years of being professionally unfulfilled, I kind of sought out more deeper career in insurance and realizing that I knew all along I wanted to be an entrepreneur because of my defiance with a job. Like I got tired of people telling me what to do.
Oh my gosh. I think you and I both, bro.
Yeah,
you and I both.
Yeah, I got to be, especially when I turned 40. When I turned 40 and I was denied a vacation, and I really felt like it was degrading to have to ask another man if it was okay for me to go on vacation.
You really?
I did. I felt like it was degrading. So and at that point, I'm really spiritual. So at that point, I felt like God was pushing me out of that position.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started exploring what it would take for me to make the income I needed to make to support my family. Because again, first and foremost, I'm a dad.
Mm-hmm. And
secondly, what did I want to do that really fulfilled me professionally? And it got to be that finance and tax and insurance and financial literacy are all the things that I was passionate about. So that's what kind of brought me to where I am today.
Yes, sir. Can you tell us a little bit about some devastation and economic pain that you've felt in your life before?
Economic pain, man. That's a good statement, because the reason I started the business, people ask me all the time, is why did I really focus on financial literacy? Because I was broke.
I'm not trying to laugh, but just the way you said it,
Hey,
funny.
I mean, but that's and I say it the same way every time I answer that question is that I was broke. Like, I really want people to understand the reason I know the things that I know is because I did them for myself. The first time I went to a bank to obtain a loan for a home, I was married at the time, and my ex-wife and I went to, well, she wasn't my ex-wife at the time, but we went to the bank to get a loan. And I had never checked my credit score. Didn't even know what it was. But I felt like, hey, I got a few bucks in the bank. This bank sees me making transactions. I've been a customer with them for a long time. I'm loyal. They gonna give me a loan. I'm gonna go in here and just, they know what I have already. So I'm gonna just go in here and do what I gotta do, fill out this paperwork, and they gonna tell me how much house I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
They checked my credit score. First time my credit score had ever been checked, I had a...
You calling or you listening, tune in every week. Line for line. Oh yeah, I'm going line for line.